Using Excel for two-way analysis of variance. This video uses the example titled Pulse Rates. Excel's data analysis add-in, or the XLStat add-in, can be used for two-way analysis of variance. We will begin with the procedure using XLStat, followed by the procedure for Excel's data analysis add-in. XLStat requires that all the data are stacked in a single column with the corresponding category names for each data value in two separate columns, one column for the row names and another column for the column names. In this example, column A contains the pulse rate data, column B contains the age category for each data value, and column C contains the gender category for each data value. Begin by clicking on the XLStat tab in the ribbon. If XLStat is not available, it must be installed. Instructions for installing Excel add-ins can be found at the website www.triolastats.com. Click the Modeling Data button in the XLStat menu and then select ANOVA from the drop-down menu. The ANOVA dialog box now appears in Excel. The blinking cursor indicates the input item that is currently selected. Click on any input item in the dialog box to select it, or press the Tab key to move to the next input item. In the Y-dependent variables box, enter the cell range for the sample values. In this example, we enter A1:A61. Next, under X explanatory variables, ensure that the qualitative box is checked and enter the range for the two columns that contain all of the row and column names. In this example, we enter the cell range B1:C61. If the data range includes a data label, check the Variable Labels box. In this example, we check this box. Select Sheet to display the results on a new worksheet. Next, click the Options tab near the top of the dialog box and confirm the Interactions level box is checked and set at 2. Click the Outputs tab near the top of the dialog box and check the boxes labeled Analysis of Variance and type 123SS. Click OK. When the Factors and Interactions dialog box appears, check all three boxes and then click OK. The ANOVA results will be displayed in Excel. The F statistic is labeled F and the p-value is labeled PR greater than F. In the Type 1 Sum of Squares analysis table, the label of age times gender denotes the interaction between age and gender. We begin by testing the null hypothesis that there is no interaction between the two factors of age and gender. In this example, we get the F-test statistic of 0.939 and the corresponding p-value of 0.397. Because the p-value is greater than the significance level of 0.05, we fail to reject the null hypothesis of no interaction between the two factors. It does not appear that pulse rates are affected by an interaction between age bracket and gender. There does not appear to be an interaction effect. For the row factor age, we find the test statistic F equals 1.816 and the p-value equals 0.173. Because the p-value is greater than the significance level of 0.05, we fail to reject the null hypothesis of no effect from age. That is, pulse rates do not appear to be affected by the age bracket. For the column factor of gender, we find the test statistic F equals 13.591 and the p-value equals 0.001. Because the p-value is less than the significance level of 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis of no effect from gender. Pulse rates do appear to be affected by gender. In summary, we conclude that pulse rates appear to be affected by gender, but not by age bracket and not by an interaction between age bracket and gender. We now review the procedure for using Excel's data analysis add-in for two-way analysis of variance. Note that this function is not available in Excel for Mac 2011. For two-way tables with more than one entry per cell, entries from the same cell must be listed down a column and not across a row. Enter the labels corresponding to the dataset in row 1, as in this example. The sample data are entered into cells A1 through C31. Column A contains the age category for each data value, column B contains the data values for females, and column C contains the data values for males. Click the Data tab in the ribbon, and then click the Data Analysis button in the Analysis section on the far right side of the ribbon. If data analysis does not appear, you must install the Analysis Toolpak add-in. The Data Analysis dialog box now appears in Excel. Under Analysis Tools, select ANOVA two-factor with replication, and then click OK. The ANOVA two-factor with replication dialog box now appears. Click the Input Range box and enter the range containing the sample data. In this example, we enter A1:C31. For rows per sample, enter the number of values in each cell of the table. In this example, we enter 10. Under Output Options, select New Worksheet Ply to display the results on a new worksheet. Click OK to display the ANOVA results in Excel. In the Results table, the row labeled sample corresponds to the row variable of age, and the row labeled columns corresponds to the column variable gender. The F-test statistic is labeled F, and the p-value is labeled p-value.